Everyone, I have something I need to announce, and today is more or less important for today's discussion. As you may know, the Dow Jones will not last, and when I state that, it's because when you look at this chart and the way it just simply goes down, it's obviously being rigged to have a free fall. The elite class want to quote unquote crash the Dow Jones and start an economic recession. We're already in an economic recession to some form of extent, but here's one thing that most people do not understand. The Dow Jones may have risen, but we have not had a massive increase in jobs. Why is that? Well, it's a fraud of a system. That much is certain. It's a massive Ponzi scheme, and when it does come crashing down, people, it's going to really cause irreparable damage to that of the first and second world. You may think that we're okay for that matter, but if you can't see by this thing how it simply just goes straight down, it looks like treasuries and bonds are being dropped and being dumped by other third world interests and people within other countries that hold a stake within the stock market. As you can pretty much state, we already live in a fraudulent credit system. When that Dow Jones starts dropping, and I mean it's going to start dropping inevitably, it's inevitable, the fraudulent system's just going to crash. Well, they're trying to artificially rig it to where it can actually crash and take out the entire economic system. And the reason why this is because the elite class does not want Donald Trump in a position of power. He does not want to bring prosperity and not poverty, and they want to ultimately wreck that of the first world. And if you can look at this fucking chart again and see that it's dropping, like it just dropped, you know it's being fucking rigged. That's not natural. That means the treasuries and the bonds that people have bought up and rich people and elites themselves are starting to dump them. That's why it's dropping, well, what looks like to be artificially rigged. And that's pretty much all to it. They're trying to artificially wreck our economy. So know this. When a thing does drop, and inevitably it will drop 1,000, 2,000, maybe 3,000 points, maybe fucking 8,000. I don't know how bad it's going to be, but it's going to be significantly really bad. Just know this. When it drops and it fucking wrecks our entire economy, you should know who to truly blame. The elite class, the Federal Reserve, and the mega corporations. They're the ones who did this to us. They're the ones who are doing this to us, and they mean this malice intent. They don't want us to have an independent, individualist-based economy. They want to crash it, wreck it, and make it to where we don't have any prosperity of our own accounts. They're stalling on a tax reform. They're practically fucking screwing us on healthcare. I mean, they are trying everything underneath the sun to fuck us over. So when that thing drops 8,000 points within the next coming few years, maybe a year from now, I don't know how bad it's going to be, but I know it's inevitable. Know this, when it does drop and our economy turns to shit, really bad, I mean just as bad as third world countries at this point, know this, you should direct your blame at the elite class. They're the ones who did this to us, and they're the ones who are trying to cause great malice, economic intent towards us. They're trying to cause an economic collapse. So just know this, don't blame Donald Trump for this. Blame the elite class and blame the Federal Reserve and the private banks and the mega banks and the mega corporations. Blame them, including Amazon, Google, etc. because they're the ones who have a stake in it, and they want to artificially wreck our fucking economy worldwide.